It was a chance encounter. I got an email asking for help, and just like you would have, I got involved and helped out. But the real credit goes to an extraordinary American couple, amazing doctors at the University of Maryland Medical Center, and an inspiring little girl, Leticia.
We have Leticia, and then Daniel and Steven, and of course our bird Jojo.
This is 8-year-old Leticia Detro playing with her brothers Steven and Daniel, but she's never heard them speak or even laugh. That's because Leticia is deaf, and all she wants is to hear. Chris Detro and her husband adopted Leticia and brought her here to Maryland from Uganda in October 2015.
About 4 years ago, I read about the children in Uganda who are deaf and their situation, and I decided that I wanted to help. I decided to go and visit, and once that happened and I met her, I heard what her situation was and that she was truly in need of a family. So we took the steps to pursue adoption.
It wasn't easy to get her here. Chris and her husband John had to fight hard to bring Leticia home to the U.S. Leticia was orphaned by her biological parents only because she couldn't hear. They thought she would put a curse on the family.
I like family in America. Our hope is when people look at her and they see how special she is and how brilliant she is, that also they would have a heart to help the ones that will stay there and have to fight the culture that sees them as, you know, curses, and they're abused and cast out of their families.
Then in March 2015, after hours and hours in a Ugandan court, the judge awarded the Detros guardianship of Leticia. But the battle doesn't end there. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services denied Leticia's visa over and over and over again. Chris flew back and forth from Maryland to Uganda 7 times, trying to do everything she could just to bring her daughter home. Finally, after intense struggling, Leticia was coming home.
She's kind of pretty seamlessly blended into our family, you know. Of course they fight, you know, they fight just like normal siblings do, but...
I have a couple, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so... And having a girl is certainly different than having a boy, but I mean, A, we love her, and B, totally worth it.
Once in the U.S., Leticia started first grade, and soon after, on January 25th, had surgery to get a cochlear implant.
A cochlear implant is a device that you can put in the ear of people that have a severe to profound hearing loss so that they can hear again.
Leticia, is she completely deaf, or where does she fall on the spectrum?
Leticia suffers from a severe to profound hearing loss. We do not know what was her hearing when she was born, but we believe it was similar in severity to what it is right now.
I went to sleep, I went to sleep, and then they sewed me up, and then Chris tapped me and woke me up, and I had IV.
Oh, the IV, okay,
IV
yeah.
right there.
Strong.
And I had a big white bandage. It was all bloody. It was right there. Yeah, it had blood. Yeah, it was big. And I had to sleep on this side.
Our own Griff Jenkins spent a day with Leticia before her implant was activated. She showed him her new iPad, taught him some sign language, and even shows him how to walk on a balance beam.
Okay.
Come on, like this.
Follow like this.
Which place? It's in the 10th place. She's amazing. She's doing very well in the classroom. She has already surpassed any expectations that I had for her.
Just 2 days later, I really had a thrill. On February 25th, she was finally getting her cochlear implant activated.
Hi, Leticia. Can you hear me? Yeah. Hi, Leticia.
I love you.
Look at her.
Isn't that amazing? A whole new world is opening up for Leticia.
Greta wants to hear you say, Mom. Mom. Really good.
And tonight, there is some grim news for some orphan children in Uganda, because 2 days ago, Ugandan lawmakers passed a new bill to stop the majority of adoptions of orphan children by foreign parents. Lawmakers say the idea is to protect the Ugandan children from child traffickers, but it will also stop adoptions like Leticia's.